Last time we were here at Canedo Fit, the home of Primal Pro Wrestling, that some, shall we say, uninvited guests made their intentions clear.
Leo, Canedo, Chris Nastyy. These two were at the very first Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre show. Chris Nastyy in the very first Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre match against now champion Rebel Storm. And I think it's that kind of bitterness of not getting a call back, of making your money elsewhere, of finding that you're not in the winning circle, that reflects upon why these two are so damn bitter and so damn dangerous.
Yeah, I don't want to talk out of school, right? Not my monkeys, not my circus. But from where I stand, these men are outsiders. Lines in the sand were drawn, sides were picked, and at least in the eyes of Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre management, they picked the wrong side. And clearly, they have taken issue with that perception. They said, we're going to come here, we're going to take down two of Skyfire Pro's Lucha Libre very finest, the heart and soul of this organization.
The standard bearers of the tag team division of Lucha Libre here in San Diego, El Rey, Babu, they are the Lucha Kings.
Indeed, looking to rock and roll all night and party every day. Before we can rock, before we can roll, before we can party, they have two mean, determined dudes to get through first.
These guys have been here from the very beginning. We talk about the inaugural event. They were the first main event together. And on top of all that, Chris Nastyy, Leo Canedo, no matter which way you feel about them, they came here to pick this fight, invited or not. Lucky for them, the Lucha Kings love a good fight. And they are here to accept.
Sorry, Barry Sweeney, I'm so excited for this personal tag team contest. But you're absolutely right, Lucha Kings. The Lucha Kings attacked after a hard-fought victory. Blindsided by Chris Nastyy and Leo Canedo, who we saw Robin Shaw, the straw that stirs the drink here in Skyfire earlier on tonight. He didn't want this match. He didn't want Chris Nastyy and Leo Canedo anywhere near his locker room ever again. The Lucha Kings insisted. That speaks to the competitors they are. Even when management says, we don't want to do this, we don't have to do this, they say, oh, but we do.
And it's a matter of pride as well. I mean, they had an incredible match against 24K at the last time out here at Canedo Fit and Skyfire. These two, it wasn't enough to just have that victory. They could have let sleeping dogs lie, but they are here to prove a point here as the standard bearers, as the brand representatives here of Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre in San Diego.
Head scissors there from Chris Nastyy. Again, despite his status here as an outsider, such an impressive competitor.
Listen,
I've called numerous Chris Nastyy matchups, Barry, and every time I call the guy's match, he steps his game up cover a little bit more. He gets that much quicker, that much sharper, that much better. And to stand toe-to-toe with Bamboo, you are seeing as much.
And on top of all that, that's one of those frustrating parts of this entire ordeal, is that Chris Nastyy and Leo Canedo are two of SoCal's best and brightest. They're so damn good at what they do! But just because they're a little less quick, they take the easy way out, they look to prove their point with gang warfare. And talk about coordination, cover warfare. El Rey getting off his feet with that huge drop kick.
Picture perfect drop kick from El Rey. I've said it time and time again. I will say it till I'm blue in the face. A man that big and jacked should not be able to move that quick. It doesn't make sense.
But what an apropos opponent. You talk about not only Chris Nastyy, but we talk about Leo Canedo as well.
Stereo super kicks from the Lucha Kings.
No, this guy's dying, chomping at the bit to get in. Leo Canedo, known as the menace, known as the kind of guy who's a savage.
Combination of splashes into the cover and a kick out. Who is Paul Stanley and who is Gene Simmons here? That's my question.
Listen, you know, we talk about the tongue action, I think.
Whoa! PG show. Want to get monetized?
We're trying to get monetized, fair enough. Charging in with a head full of steam here is Leo Canedo, the menace. And right now, the Lucha Kings ruling the roost here at Skyfire.
Leo Canedo, always a dangerous competitor, but a competitor who has added size over the course of the last year or so. He's gotten so big, he's gotten so powerful. Right now, talking about big and powerful, it's El Rey with the double knees, and Bamboo with a senton splash.
Beautiful cannonball right in
Cover.
the corner.
And Chris Nastyy grabbing at referee Chad Rico. What is this?
That's our senior official. I mean, this is the kind of things they're willing to do, to resort to even the odds here. But listen, like they're just like before, they're willing to cut down the rules, running into a huge chop for El Rey.
They don't care about the rules because they don't care about this company. They don't belong to this company. Words of Damien from Mean Girls. They don't even go here.
Case in point, but right now, evenly matched when it comes to a striking competition. These two know each other very, very well, Leo Canedo and Chris Nastyy. And I would do well, even though they're eating size 12s out the ring, not to underestimate.
It's not even Wednesday, and Canedo's wearing pink. The Lucha Kings looking to fly. Nobody home.
In the heads of Leo Canedo and Chris Nastyy.
Chris Nastyy, I'm not even speaking. I'm not even saying.
We're trying to do our job.
It's my water. I had a cold recently, Chris. That's not good.
That's just unsanitary.
Chris Nastyy.
If you got that on our freaking thing, I swear to God.
Chris Nastyy said my soup was cheap. He drank my water. I tried to give this guy credit. I tried to say he was good in spite of everything.
If he got water on those friggin' new mics, I'd be in that ring right now.
We waited so long. We waited so long, man.
I can hear myself for crying out loud. Listen, Leo Canedo and Chris Nastyy in the ring here, but El Rey still composed. Look at the size of this guy. He can move the way he moves, and he can hit the way he hits.
Again, I put a lot of Chris Nastyy matches. Saw it inches away from my face seconds ago. I have never seen Chris Nastyy this angry. There is a spitefulness from the Lucha scumbag and tag team partner Leo Canedo, cover from El Rey here, that I think is being exploited by the Lucha Kings. They are really, really angry here tonight. Of course, talking about Canedo and Chris Nastyy. And I think that can oftentimes lead to sloppiness, a sloppiness that is being expertly exploited by the opposition.
And that leads to an overhand four-seamer fastball right to the chest. And I'll talk about the sloppiness, the anger, the issues, the sour grapes these guys have. Chris Nastyy is not one to shy away from any sort of fight.
Cover.
He'll happily pick whichever fight he wants to pick in order to get what he wants. Leo Canedo, he has no such compunction. He will happily just inflict as much pain as he can wherever he wants to go. I'm sure it didn't take a lot of convincing for Chris Nastyy to say, hey, let's go jump the Lucha Kings.
Blind tag there from Leo Canedo. Not sure if El Rey even realizes it. He certainly does now.
Oh, popped up into a back suplex.
Cover from Canedo. And a kick out. Now, let me ask you this, Barry. What is the end game? What is the ultimate goal for Nastyy and Canedo as the latter just biting the fingers of El Rey, chomping at the digits?
It's not even about victory. Like we said, it's about proving a point. Leo Canedo and Chris Nastyy, I think winning a match would be a nice consolation, but I think they're here to put the standard bearers, the pictures of Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre on the shelf, to put away Bamboo and El Rey, to hurt these guys as bad as they can.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that these two are trying to destroy Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre. They feel wronged by this organization, and they're saying, hey, we can't wrestle here, no one else can. Trying to take it away from San Diego. It's Chris Nastyy with a cheap shot to Bamboo.
Look at this draped over the ropes. Springboard! Hellacious blow to the lower back there, the fulcrum of any luchador's offense.
Yeah, no way El Rey's gonna fly high with that lower back neutralized.
Look at that! Right in the ropes as well as a Moscato!
Yeah, he might not need to fly high. Spinebuster from Nastyy. Head a kick out.
Listen, credit where credit's due. Ingenious maneuver. Utilizing all the ring space inside and out of it from Leo Canedo. But listen, this guy's perfect perfectly willing to pick a fight with the crowd here. This guy's perfectly willing to slug somebody if they look at him the wrong way.
Especially here at Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre, where they are ostensibly in enemy territory. It's not that they're not familiar to Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre fans. They hate Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre fans. They're about as
Chris Nastyy.
This is about as much of an away game as you'll ever see, Barry Sweeney.
And we talk about the away game mentality. Listen, he's throwing heat right down the center of the plate. Chris Nastyy, to give him credit where credit is due, not only strength, not only lucha libre, not only athleticism, but probably the hardest chops I've ever deigned to hear, and I hope we'll never feel.
Blood rushing to the head of El Rey as Canedo goes for the cover. And a kick out. Did not hook the leg of the big man El Rey here. May have cost him.
Cockiness is all in the game of Leo Canedo. This guy is one of the most gotten-to people I've ever met in my entire wrestling career. This guy is so strong, so powerful, has the size, has the speed, has so much of an arsenal that any show would love, and then he opens his damn mouth and removes all doubt that he's nothing but a psycho.
You say any show would love, clearly any show except for Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre. As Nastyy tagged in by Canedo. We spoke to it earlier. With the pump line, with the locker room, with the block, with Dos Caliente. Frequent tags, the name of the game for any great tag team. Cover here by Nastyy.
That headstand dropkick just plunging through the ribcage of El Rey. Bamboo struggling to his feet just to make things even here, reaching for that tag.
Yeah, Bamboo really needs to get in this thing here. And Barry, let me ask you, who has the advantage here? Right now, Nastyy and Canedo in control. Logic would dictate the answer is the Lucha Kings, but I think it might fall in the corner of Nastyy and Canedo, if only because of what an unknown entity they are. El Rey off the ropes into the cover!
Perhaps you spoke too soon, and that's exactly why you can't count the King out!
Well, you can't count the Lucha scumbag out. Off the ropes himself. Feet meet chest, leg hooked. And a kick out from El Rey. The only reason I say that, Barry, the only reason I maybe give the advantage to Canedo and Nastyy is because they're an unknown entity. They have not teamed with anywhere near the level of regularity that the Lucha Kings have. So while they've been watching El Rey and Bamboo tape, the opposition have not had the same luxury.
And on top of all that, they might not be united in their tag team arsenal, but they certainly are in their ferocity. Double neckbreaker cutter out of nowhere!
United in the fact that they both just got dropped by El Rey. El Rey needs to make a tag in a bad way, and Bamboo is jonesing for it.
Bamboo looking to even the odds here at Sleepless Night Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre. Putting those last two L's in the hands of Leo Canedo and Chris Nastyy, and the Lucha Libre back in the show. Huge tornado, wiping them both out.
Fresh as a daisy, and Bamboo is taking both of them. He's hardcore.
Over the top rope. We've seen this before. Beautiful DDT!
But here comes Canedo. Wheelbarrow from Bamboo into a pinning predicament. Double stomp on the chest.
Right through the lungs.
Cover! And a kick out from Canedo.
Unlike the stake through a heart of a vampire, it's just not enough to keep Leo Canedo down. This guy's the stuff of nightmares, but Bamboo is living the dream here at Sleepless Nights.
Tagging in El Rey. A moment of recovery was all he needed, and now the Lucha Kings taking the fight to Nastyy and Canedo. But instead, Chris and Leo catch him with a combination of super kicks, handspring, stunner, and of course, the Black Hole Slam. Cover. No!
El Rey, the crown still on his head, still in this fight. But that goes to show you, Jordan Castle, Chris Nastyy, Leo Canedo, they are dangerous, dangerous dudes. They are willing to do whatever it takes to take a victory here. Do whatever it takes to wipe Bamboo and El Rey off the map.
Again, why would they have any regard for the rules implemented by Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre officials, by Robin Shaw, when they hate Robin Shaw?
Listen, Robin Shaw's not exactly an easy guy to like, but these guys
He's getting the bills, man. He's got the checks.
Fair enough, but listen, I know him. But all the same, they are not doing it the right way. They're looking to show their ego here.
Talking about not doing it the right way. Trying to use the Lucha Kings' own offense against him, but instead, Hellray and Bamboo showing him how it's done.
Tandem offense into tandem cutters.
Kick out. A moment of hesitation from Bamboo. Their timing was slightly, and I mean slightly off. But Barry, I think that moment of hesitation cost them.
I absolutely agree, but can you blame them? They've had their noggins rocked by Leo and Chris Nastyy all night. And they have the Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre fans behind them. Si se puede!
Again, I might get heat from the Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre office, but I just have to say it. Despite any personal animosity, Nastyy and Canedo are looking fantastic here. As individuals, as a tag team, I mean, they're great combatants. You have to be to take the Lucha Kings to their limit like this. Super kick from El Rey. Super kick from Canedo. Super kick from Bamboo. Super kick from Nastyy.
Is there a friggin' echo in here? What a destroyer!
Breaking up the monotony, or perhaps continuing it with a whole different pattern. A destroyer party in Chula Vista.
Criminy.
This show may be called Sleepless Nights, Barry Sweeney, but this entire room is alive and kicking. What a match.
Quadruple super kicks, quadruple destroyers. There is nothing off the table when it comes to the offense of the Lucha Kings, as well as Chris Nastyy and Leo Canedo. And as you said, if issues can be resolved, which I doubt at this point is going to be the case, you know, these guys are incredible. What a match this has been.
Nasty's got Bamboo up.
No, get out of there!
But maybe took a second too long. Bamboo with a Lucha arm drag sends Nastyy to a super kick from El Rey, and now depositing the Lucha scumbag on the top rope.
Look at this electric chair applied to Chris Nastyy.
But it will not be the death of their winning ways. Look at this. Grabbing at the mask of Bamboo here. Ultimate disrespect in Lucha Libre tradition, and that may have been exactly what Chris Nastyy and Leo Canedo needed for victory.
Spinning half Nelson slam now into the signature maneuver. Hellacious flatliner. And Bamboo is absolutely knocked senseless.
Got him up in a power bomb position.
Last rise! Jackknife!
Stereo super kicks.
This is it, folks.
Count to 100, Chadrico. No! Not if El Rey has anything to say about it.
El Rey in the nick of time, even in the odds for the Lucha Kings. And this match continues here at Sleepless Nights.
And I think that was the only hope that Bamboo had. There was no way he was kicking out of those kicks, Barry Sweeney.
As you said, count to 1,000, but somehow these guys getting back to their feet. El Rey fighting 1-on-2.
I said 100, but maybe after this he can count to 1,000.
Look at this once again.
But went to the well one too many times. Friendly fire. Nastyy got his own partner and a German suplex to seal the deal. Springboard crucifix driver.
Absolutely astounding from El Rey, and Bamboo once again back on his feet.
Bamboo depositing Canedo on the top turnbuckle. And now we are back to the electric chair.
Springboard. Oh!
No! Well, they made it work.
Wiping out his partner, but at the expense. Look at this.
El Rey drops Canedo into the cover. And the win.
Driving into the knee of Leo Canedo. That could have been it. But Bamboo and El Rey pulling out a victory.
Bamboo, the sure our cameras even caught it with a tope suicida, wiping Nastyy out to ensure the victory, and a very, very personal issue has been settled for themselves, yes, but also for the sanctity of Skyfire. The Lucha Kings victorious, and the Dolores reign down.
Putting their bodies and their livelihoods on the line to defend this promotion. San Diego Lucha Libre is in good hands. Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre is in good hands of El Rey and Bamboo.
Again, Canedo and Nastyy were the invading force. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Looked very, very impressive in their efforts to take this promotion down. However, much like Skyfire Pro Lucha Libre itself, the Lucha Kings ain't going nowhere.
And listen, Jordan, I have a sinking feeling this is not the last we're going to see of Canedo and Chris Nastyy.